Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a journey into the world of hidden treasures that many of us carry without even realizing. Today, we are not looking at gold bars, diamonds, or ancient artifacts. We are focusing on something smaller, more familiar, and often overlooked, the humble Lincoln penny. But as you will soon see, certain Lincoln pennies can be worth thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Our spotlight today shines on three unforgettable years, 1980, 1989, and the legendary 1909. Section 1, 1980 penny. The year is 1980. America is standing on the edge of change. Ronald Reagan is about to be elected president, technology is advancing, and the country is moving into a new era. In your pocket during this time, you would almost certainly find a 1980 Lincoln penny. To most people back then, it was just a cent. But to collectors today, the 1980 penny represents something much bigger. Why is that? The answer lies in the composition. The 1980 penny was one of the final years made from nearly solid copper. Just 2 years later, in 1982, the U.S. Mint shifted to a cheaper zinc core with only a thin copper coating. That means the 1980 penny is one of the last true heavy coppers, a final chapter in a long tradition. Collectors love this detail. They know that coins with purity, weight, and history attached will always carry more value than their modern replacements. But condition is everything. Millions were minted in 1980, but how many survived in flawless, gem-bright mint state? Very few. That is why a handful of 1980 Lincoln cents, graded at MS-67 or better, have sold for up to $5,000. Think about that for a moment. A coin you could once pick up off the sidewalk is now worth more than a luxury vacation. It proves that treasure is often hiding in plain sight. The 1980 penny also connects emotionally with an entire generation. It takes us back to the 1980s, a time of new music, cultural change, and political drama. That's why collectors are drawn to it. It isn't just copper. It's memory, history, and opportunity pressed into a single cent. Transition. But our story doesn't end here. We leave behind 1980, a year of heavy copper, and step into a new chapter. The year is 1989. Section 2, 1989 penny. By 1989, America had changed. The Berlin Wall was about to fall. The Cold War was winding down, and the Lincoln cent had already celebrated 80 years of continuous circulation. That anniversary gave the 1989 penny special symbolic weight. Unlike the 1980 issue, the 1989 Lincoln cent was struck in copper-coated zinc. While many believe this made the coin less significant, collectors discovered otherwise. Why? Because the shift in composition opened doors for striking errors, double dyes, and unusual varieties. These error coins, when found, became instant rarities. But beyond errors, condition once again drive value. Most 1989 pennies entered circulation and quickly became worn. Only a few were preserved in gem quality. Those survivors, graded at the very top by PCGS or NGC, have sold for as much as $7,000. Imagine pulling a 1989 penny from an old piggy bank and discovering it was a perfect specimen, capable of paying your rent for half a year. That is the real magic of the Lincoln cent. Ordinary to most, extraordinary to collector. And let's not forget the symbolism. The 1989 penny represents endurance. 80 years of Abraham Lincoln's portrait appearing on U.S. coinage, uninterrupted. This was not just another coin. It was a milestone, a testament to history, and a symbol of American identity. Collectors worldwide celebrate these anniversary years. For them, the 1989 penny is not simply about the metal. It is about what it represents, a coin that stood the test of time and remains one of the longest-running designs in U.S. history. Transition. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we turn back the clock further than we've gone before. We arrive in 1909, the birth of the Lincoln penny. Section 3, 1909 penny. The year 1909 was monumental. It marked the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. For the first time ever, the United States would place the portrait of a real historical figure on its coinage. That man was Abraham Lincoln, the president who preserved the Union during its darkest days. The design was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB were boldly placed on the reverse at the bottom of the coin. But almost immediately, controversy erupted. Critics claimed the initials were too large, too obvious. In response, the mint quickly removed them. This decision created two versions, the 1909 VDB and the 1909 without VDB. But the rarest of them all was struck at the San Francisco Mint, the legendary 1909 SVB penny. With only about 484,000 ever minted, it instantly became a rarity, a coin collectors would chase for more than a century. And the value? Prepare to be astonished. While average examples are valuable, the finest uncirculated 1909 SVB pennies have sold for more than $100,000 at auction. Yes, you heard that right. 1 cent. Over $100,000. This penny is not just a coin. It is history. It is the first Lincoln cent ever struck, the beginning of the most collected coin series in America, and a symbol of Lincoln's enduring legacy. Section 4, Grand Comparison. So let's stand back and look at the journey we've taken. The 1980 penny, one of the last pure coppers, capable of selling for $5,000. The 1989 penny, a milestone year, where top-condition coins reached $7,000. And the legendary 1909 SVB, the crown jewel of the series, which has surpassed $100,000. 3 small coins. 3 enormous stories. Together, they prove that Lincoln pennies are not just spare change. They are investments, pieces of art, slices of history, and keys to financial opportunity. Conclusion. Ladies and gentlemen, the next time you see a penny on the ground, don't walk past it. Pick it up. Check the year. Look closer. because within that small coin might lie a hidden fortune. The 1980 penny, the 1989 penny, the 1909 penny. All of them carry value far beyond their face, waiting to be discovered by someone who cares enough to look. So keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, treasure is not always buried deep. Sometimes it jingles in your pocket, waiting for you to recognize it.